everybody, we are the Critshow. This is an actual play podcast where our first season is focused on Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week is a Powered by the Apocalypse game, which is much more story-driven and far less crunchy rules like we like to play in other games like D&D and Pathfinder. Everything that you need in this game are a couple of rules, a couple of power sets, and 2 D6s. So before we get into the actual game, because we're going to try to run a real fast session so you guys get an idea of what it is that we do on the regular show, I'm going to ask them to give a very brief synopsis of who they are and what they do.
Hi, I'm Tass Allgood. I am playing a playbook, which is called The Professional. What that is in Monster of the Week, essentially, is an elite monster hunter that works with a organization that is sent to deal with supernatural threats and things that go bump in the night.
In this case, that organization is called the IPT, which stands for...
the Indiana Paranormal Task Force.
My name is Jake Purley, and I am playing the Divine. So I haven't been imbued with holy powers for some reason. So I've got things like the ability to smite evil and the ability to lay on hands. I am very tough. I am made to hurt things. I'm made to destroy evil. And in this case, in this story, I was given my divine powers specifically to protect this dude because for some reason he's going to be important at some point. I don't know why. I just know that he will be.
And I'm Tej. I'm this dude. And I play the Mundane. And unlike NPCs, my character actually helps as a monster hunter. I'm very lucky, have great investigatory skills, and when the party needs me to find things, I usually just, reach out and find them. And it may not help them at the moment, but definitely down the road, it usually helps out. Also, as my weird implies, I can create just about anything the team needs using weird science. It's really cool, and hopefully it'll come into play during this podcast. And I'm destined for greatness, as they said, though I don't know what yet.
A thing to note about this, so the way that the dice rolls work, they roll 2 die, and they have, I believe, 6 skills, 6 attributes. And they either have a minus, a 0, or a bonus. And they add to those rolls, so the most they could get is somewhere around a 15. The lowest they could get is a 3, or, well, actually a -1. So a 0 or a negative up to 6 is a bad result. Things go poorly for them. A 7 to 9 is a mixed result. They kind of do what they want. And then a 10 above is a great result. They do exactly what they set out to do, so they are very successful in it. So that is when you hear them say the numbers and you see things start to happen to them, that is where that is based around. So currently in our story, they have all started working for IPT, actually. Due to some issues with the law, one of the castmates has had to take on a new identity. So now they all work for the Indiana Paranormal Task Force. So today we come to them in the basement of the IPT. Their boss, Margaret, has assembled them in front of a large door. So, boys, the thing we're going to do today, before you got on your next mission, is just a little bit of training. It shouldn't be anything too difficult. But, we thought some team building would be in order. Now, you're not going to have a whole lot of time to accomplish this. I noticed that the last mission you sent on took quite a while to wrap up. So, the task is really simple. Inside of this room are some obstacles and a flag. You find the flag, you bring it back to me, and we're done.
You mean capture the flag?
Well, yeah.
Good.
I can dig it. Is this something I need my guns for?
Oh, they wouldn't hurt. Do you go around without them? Okay. Define what?
Obstacles.
No.
Okay.
Go. And she opens the door. Okay. This is a task for a reason. I'm not holding your hand, boy. Get in there.
I go in there.
And she opens the large metal door, and inside we see a very large wooded area. We hear the howl of wolves. We see trees. We see all sorts of things that you would normally find in nature, not underneath an old theater in the center of Indianapolis. She holds the door open and indicates for you 3 to walk in.
How is this even? You know what? Whatever. It's chill. Let's do it. Let's do this woods in the basement thing. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
All right. And she closes the door behind you, and you hear a very heavy latch sound.
Oh, now that's not strictly necessary.
I will check the door.
It's locked.
Good, good.
Next to the door is a trunk.
I want to open it.
Inside of the trunk, there are 3 torches, a flashlight, and a single lighter.
Dibs on the flashlight, and I
Damn
take it.
Okay, dibs on a torch, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I'll take that lighter. And you know what? Oops.
You find another torch.
Oh, sweet. Just to let everybody know, I just used one of my special moves called Oops, which allows me to look for something that may be helpful in the situation.
Yeah. So now you have the option to take up to 4 torches, a flashlight, and a lighter.
All right.
I'll take all the torches, I guess, that you guys don't want.
Oh.
I will at least carry them.
All right. So mark down how many of what you've got,
So
because I don't see anyone writing anything.
flashlight, 1 torch, 3 torches.
And
And
who
I
has
got
the
a
lighter?
lighter. I
Okay.
got the lighter.
If you use the torch during combat, it does 1 fire damage, just so you know.
Oh, neat.
Sweet.
Ooh.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Is there like a clear path?
There is not.
Don't worry. I'll check it out.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and use one of my moves where I just start walking into things.
All right.
And without any, worry about repercussions or anything, even though it's not a real move. It's just, it helps me get experience if I just walk off on
Yeah,
my
so
own.
what are you actually doing?
I'm just going straight forward into the woods.
All right. And what are you guys doing?
I'm following him, as is my godly duty.
Okay, great. And just so you know, TJ, you will not get experience, obviously, because you're not going alone.
Oh,
He's following
very true.
you.
Very true.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try my best to get kind of ahead of him and say, let me do a little tracking here, bub. I really feel like I can get a good gauge of this.
Oh, all right, fine.
And so, yeah, I essentially want to try to follow my gut towards the direction that I think would be the best path for us to take.
All right, so explain this power that you're about to use.
Absolutely. So usually people can get what's called weird. That's how magic works in this game. If you're going to, cast spells and stuff. That doesn't really make sense for everybody though. So what I did is an adapted version of weird called Trust Your Gut. And it's kind of a natural way to be able to get pointed in the right direction. If I roll poorly, that ain't great. So wish me luck, everybody.
All right, roll
Thanks. All right.
Snake eyes.
Oh my!
Did you just snake eyes? Did he?
I called it, yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
rolled snake eyes.
All right, so as you're standing there looking out kind of in this vast wilderness, you think you hear something over to your left. You hear a little bit of running water, and you're like, you know what? I think this is where she's going to hide the flag. I think that I would put it near water so people would have to get through that to get to it. They might be waterlogged, weighted down, harder to get back.
Yep, I'm going to start plugging that way. It's got to be. I bet it's underwater. That would be hardcore.
Cool. I like swimming. Let's go.
All right.
Right. So you guys go a little bit into the distance, and you come out to a little bit of a clearing, and there is a stream. At the edge of the stream, you see an unconscious woman inside of a net.
Oh, God. I want to go check on that person.
Okay. What are you doing? Checking on her? You're checking her pulse? You're checking to see if you know her? You're checking her pockets? You stealing from her? What are you doing?
Yeah, just want to rob her blind and leave.
No,
Excellent.
No, I want to go. She's in like a fishing net.
Yes, uh-huh.
Like check a pulse through the net first to see if she's even alive.
All right. Roll read a bad situation.
Oh, good. 7.
All right. You get a hold 1.
What's the best way to protect the victims?
You think in this moment, as you start to touch this lady to see if she's all right, that the best way to protect the victims is probably to keep them away from the river. The woman rolls over very quickly, and as she does, hair sprouts from her body. Her mouth and nose elongate.
Great.
She gets these giant claws, and she starts to howl as she slashes you across the stomach.
Good.
You take 3 points of damage.
I have 1 armor, so I
you take
2
2 points of damage.
Oh,
There is a
okay.
very large wolf. You would recognize this. This is very clearly a werewolf.
Is she still like pretty stuck in the net?
No, it was a ploy. She throws it off right away.
Cool. I'm gonna hit her really hard.
All right. Roll it.
All right. Kick some ass. Not good, but not a failure. 7.
All right. What is your...
No, we just inflict harm on each other. So I do 3 harm.
And she does 3 back.
Good. I'm going to die.
Oh,
I'm going to die immediately. I am already unstable and dying.
Great. This is a great start.
gosh.
Hot start.
Anybody else doing anything?
Somebody help me.
Oh God, yeah. I'm gonna try to get its attention. So I'm going to pull out my 38, and I want to try to squeeze off a shot. I'm mostly trying to make some noise. If I hit it, great. But it's really more like hey, and kind of shooting towards it.
All right. Roll protect someone.
Okay. That's a 9.
Excellent. So it does. It turns away from Jake, and it focuses on you. You see it turn, and its eyes narrow, and it licks his blood off of its hand and starts to move towards you.
Oh, no.
What is anybody else doing?
Oh, I'm just going to... Oops.
All right. So his oops power, again, allows him to find something that would be useful in the moment, and for some ungodly reason, it has no recharge on it. So you see Jake get gutted. The man who is supposed to protect you just manhandled by this werewolf. Wolf-handled, if you will. And you get shocked, and you stagger backwards, and you pull your hand up, and there are a bunch of purple flowers in it.
Oh, weird. I'm going to take those purple flowers, and I'm going to shove them into the werewolf's face.
All right. Oh, my. Okay, so I'm going to have you roll, instead of kick some ass, I'm going to have you roll act under pressure, because you're trying to get this hand into the werewolf's mouth. And
Oh, nice. That would be an 11.
An 11, so you do exactly what you set out to do. You lunge forward with this handful of purple flowers. The wolf howls, "Arr!" And your hand goes into the mouth, releasing the flowers, and you see its eyes bulge, and it runs its hands around its neck, and it starts to choke, and it falls over and falls unconscious. You, looking at this with the field experience you've had, realize that TJ had the insight to cram some wolf's bane into this wolf's mouth.
Dude!
And it slowly
Yes!
transforms back into the female, lying on the ground.
I hobble over, clutching my bleeding wounds, and I just offer up a weak high five to TJ. Good one.
Oh my
welcome.
God. Oh my God. Come here. Lay down. And I'm going to get out my little kind of med kit on my belt, and I'm going to try to start seeing to his wounds.
Okay, roll it.
Okay, this is an actual move I have called Medic. So wish me luck there, and I have to roll. Cool. Okay. That is a 9.
All right, so pick your effect.
Oh, buddy. I can either stabilize you or heal you.
And what did we determine?
It's one or the other.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
But he can do this again. He's just got to take the time to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But he could make it worse.
probably stable.
Yeah.
So I'm not just actively dying
Yes.
all
Right.
the time.
Because the unstable condition, as time passes, is if he tries to do other things, he's going to start losing more life because he is just that badly injured.
So here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna heal him 2 points.
All right.
So you're down to 2.
Okay.
And if I can, I want to take the quick moment and go over the wounds again
Okay.
and give it another try.
All right, give it a shot.
Don't mess up. You messed up.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That isn't an act under pressure. Wait, it is an act under pressure. No.
No, it's
not. It's just rolling
It's a
cool.
Dang. It's a move.
Okay, so you're back up to 3 then.
Because
3
you hurt
damage.
me again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see he kind of digs in. He's trying to redo some of the stitches, and he somehow knots one of the stitches, and as he pulls out, he pulls out some of the old stitches. I will let you do
Horrible.
a act under pressure because you see this wound is starting to bleed again, and it will have the same effect as your healing power, but you've got to cauterize it with the torch.
TJ, light the torch. I'm
got
going to
it.
hold this down.
You got it, man.
Here we go.
Light the torch up.
Acting under pressure.
And
Here we go.
I'm going to help him out.
No, don't do that. Just hang on to the torch. Just hang on to the torch. Don't do anything else. Light it.
TJ, how are you helping out? No, it's fine. Help out is an ability that they can roll. If they get high enough, it gives the other person 1 point. If they get anything really below a 10, it makes their result worse, and they make the situation worse.
I got a 6, which is technically a failure, but I'm using one more move called Bottle It Up, which gives you a hold so that I can add to my act under pressure.
Yeah, how many are you going to use?
I'm going to use 1 to get me to 7 so that I can stabilize his wound.
Okay, so your act under pressure, worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So he can get a wound stabilized and 1 point of healing. He can stabilize the wound, but cauterizing it makes it so you don't know that you can heal him anymore with this kit, or you can heal him to full, but you don't have enough thread to redo the attempt to close the wound.
Okay. Ooh, stabilize.
Okay, so he is stabilized, and you cannot heal him any further because you've cauterized the wound.
Okay.
So an act under pressure, the mixed result is that they get a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. This obviously is made up in the moment based off of the current surroundings. So what are you guys doing now?
Exercising slightly more caution throughout this scenario.
That's fair. It's almost like this doesn't have any ramifications on the canon of our actual show, and I'm just free to kill you willy-nilly.
I guess you got any more sweet hunches about where we should go?
I mean, I can try again. Clearly, I misled myself, but...
No, it was good.
Oh,
I'm going to check
God.
the woman's pulse again while he tries to get a feel for the surroundings.
She's dead.
She's dead?
She's dead, yeah. Wolfsbane is poisoned.
Okay, well, oops.
Okay.
No, that's mine.
not my move.
That's my move, bro.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just going to try to point us in the right direction again.
Is this woman, does she have like
You hear an
pockets?
alarm sound in the air. All right, boys, you're almost out of time. You better hurry.
Crap.
Oh, good.
Great. Then let's go.
Somewhere deeper into the woods, figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 7.
It's actually a 6, because I'm going to use my 1 hold.
No!
So
Goody.
earlier he gave me a hold, which means that I can subtract from any of his rolls except for act under pressure to give him a slightly worse result. You think that the best place to go would be to climb in the river and float down it.
I mean, maybe if we float down this river.
I don't see why not. I mean, rivers usually lead to oceans, and then oceans to
Flags.
To flags, apparently.
I don't...
All right.
Am I allowed to disagree?
Absolutely, you're human beings. You can have open discourse. The dice don't dictate
I think
whether or
that
not
sounds
you...
like an awful idea. So far, the river has treated us poorly.
I mean, you
Okay.
are offended, but...
I mean, whatever. Okay, fine. I led us astray the first time. Let's just go.
Do you guys
the
want to split
other-
up? I mean, you know this is right, and he's just disagreeing with you. This is your gut.
If
You
he's
know.
if he's taken a different way, I'm just going to follow him.
Okay.
Okay.
What a pushover.
Yeah.
Some team leader.
I just feel
All right, so
like I
which
don't
way are
have
you
much
going?
time left.
Just deeper, like
Staying with the group.
away from the door, like deeper in whatever direction.
Okay, so down the river, but not in the river.
Yes.
All right. So everybody, someone actually, who's leading the way?
Me, I think.
And what are you using? Do you have a torch? Do you have a flashlight? Do you have any of them
I've
going?
got one of the, is the torch that cauterized me still lit?
Oh, yeah.
I want to conserve
It smells
resources.
real nice.
That
Okay.
as a grim reminder.
All right. So investigate a mystery. You are trying to figure out where you need to go to find this flag.
Yes.
8.
All right. You get a hold 1.
Where did it go? The flag.
Where did the
And how
flag
exactly
go?
are you going to determine this?
Somebody had to come in here and place a flag. So I want to see if I can pick up the trail of whoever came in and placed the flag.
All right. And who do you think it might be?
Margaret.
All right. So you are going to try to track Margaret.
Sure.
You look around and you actually see a wrapper from the gum that you know that she chews pretty religiously ever since she quit smoking. And you can see that it's against a tree, and the tree actually looks like it is the beginning of a little more of an open path that
Okay.
goes deeper into the woods.
Then I'm going to follow that path.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up the gum wrapper and shake it in front of his nose.
Okay.
If we'd have floated down the river, we'd have floated past this faster.
It's not untrue. Are you still leading the way?
Yep.
All right.
And I'm following.
Read a bad situation.
6.
Excellent. You hear, again, this howling sound. And you see above you as you walk under that large tree leading into the path, a pair of eyes looking down at you and the rumble of a growl. You can see that this thing is getting ready to drop down on you.
I'm going to hit my panic button.
Okay, what does that do?
The panic button, when you need to escape, name the route you'll try and roll on sharp.
Okay, roll it.
Well, what was this animal going to do to us?
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Okay, and what is your bad result on that?
That would be something that you would need to know. You're caught halfway out, actually.
Okay, yeah, so you're like, guys, we have to go this way as this thing lands on you. It is another werewolf. It's slightly smaller, more lithe looking, and is getting ready to take a bite out of TJ, who is pinned to the ground underneath it.
I want to grab it by its scruff and just try and toss it off of him.
Okay, roll. Why are you weird?
No limits.
No limits.
So my weird power is called No Limits. When you need to push your body past its limits, roll plus weird. Weird is my dump stat, but that's okay because I rolled real good. 9.
And that gives you?
Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. Yep. I do it, but I choose a consequence. Suffer 1 harm, take -1 forward, or I need to rest right now. I'm going to take -1 forward.
All right, so you have -1 forward. You grab this wolf by the scruff. You throw it backwards, giving TJ the opportunity to get up. It goes about 10 feet away, rolls, and gets back up.
Oh, okay. I was going to see if I could potentially try to shoot it while it's tumbling through the air.
Absolutely.
Skeet style.
Roll. Kick some ass.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
All right. What's your damage on that?
That one is 2.
Okay. It will not exchange harm with you because it's tumbling backwards. But now it's focused back on you.
Yeah.
It starts to charge at you. TJ's on the ground. Jake, you are standing by TJ. What's everybody doing?
Can I see, is there any of those purple flowers around still?
Roll. No.
Okay.
I mean, if I can keep my momentum going, I essentially want to drop the pistol, roll backwards as I'm getting my shotgun out, and level it at this thing as it's charging me.
Okay, roll act under pressure.
Act under pressure. That is a 10.
Excellent. So yeah, you roll backwards, able to dive out of the way of this werewolf's attack. Pull out your shotgun, roll kick some ass.
Okay. Oh, that's a 5.
Oh no. As you fire, it jumps to the side, it grabs you in its teeth and starts to run down the path with you in its mouth.
Oh, help.
It's
oh,
like
no.
taking you home. It's like, all right, excellent. Its tail's wagging.
This is not ideal.
I'm like, but it seems so happy.
He's a good dog.
Get the flag.
I want to. We don't know where the flag is. I want to try and T-bone this werewolf. Essentially, I want to try and shoulder check it so it drops.
All right.
Tass.
Okay. Roll kick some ass. Actually, act under pressure.
Can I re-roll then, since it was a new thing?
It was still in the air. The dice were still in the air. That's
Yeah,
why I
they
called
were
it.
7.
All right. So you can either knock him out of its mouth, but you have a feeling that your arm is going to get caught in the mouth and you're going to swap places.
Great.
Or that's it. You can either miss him or you can go instead.
I like him just missing and hitting a tree. Just
You know what is awful? I didn't use my -1 forward. That was a 6. I failed outright.
Oh, good.
You're welcome.
Okay, so then even worse, as you go to shoulder check this thing, you get trampled by it, taking 3 damage from all of its claws as they run over you.
Oh my god!
As it slowly carries Tass out into the nothingness.
I'm going to die.
no, you're not.
TJ, you're the only one. What are you going to do?
I have got to get this flag. I think it's the only way that we're going to end this. So I'm going to investigate a mystery to get this flag.
All right, roll it.
Come on.
Just lie to us, and it's a 12.
Oh, no, actually, it is, what is that? It is a 9.
All right, you get hold 1.
Excellent. What is being concealed here in the way of where this flag might be?
All right, so you see Tass being run down the path, just wah, wah, wah in this thing's mouth. You see Jake hunched over from being just chewed on, and out of his back pocket, you see a red square of fabric.
Oh, God.
I am going to grab that red square of fabric out of his back pocket, shove it in his face, and head towards the door.
All right, roll. What are you going to do?
I'm going to puke blood. I don't know. I'm going to try desperately to cling to consciousness.
Okay, Tass, what are you going to do?
I'm just, as I'm plopping down the trail, I'm just petting it, saying, "Sweet baby, please. Please, sweet baby dog, please."
Roll manipulate someone, just for fun.
Okay.
TJ, roll a d6.
8.
You think that it will be gentler to you, but you got to give it some more love.
I'm scratching behind its
It
ears.
stops.
I'm going to lean up knowing that it's ripping my flesh and its teeth and give it a little kiss on the top
and it
of the
starts
head.
to like as you scratch it behind the ear, its leg starts to kick. What did you get?
A 6.
All right, you're at the door.
Awesome. I'm going to knock on the door and be like, "I got the flag!"
All right, and all of a sudden we see the whole room, the lights kick on. Everything in the forest fades away. The wolf is still there, and you actually see the other unconscious woman, and you see another woman pinned under a tree. And the tree goes away, and they revert back to human form, and they stand up. They're like, "Good job, guys. That was pretty good." Usually we kill people on the first try.
What does that even mean?
Oh, this is just one of our training scenarios. We've injected ourselves with werewolf blood so that we can really give you a fight for your life. And Margaret brings you all back inside. And you're going to be careful running into those dangerous situations, or you got to be more focused. You didn't even feel me slide the flag into your pocket when I told you to get inside.
I think maybe he probably leaned into it a little.
You know what, he might have. He's a little fresh.
I collapse on the ground and just quietly applaud them on their ruse.
And we fade to black. Thank you, everybody. We are the Critshow. I am Rev.
I'm Tass.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Tej.
Have a good night.
Good night.